What's cracking with your snack and snacker stars? It's me, the BRE, the man in the backwards hat, Brandon from the sAs, the Snack Food Appreciation Society. And today we'll be looking at that classic film where it's the greasers versus the sAs. That's right. What? Uh-oh, not those outsiders. Okay, Hall and Nash. Okay, so tonight we'll see an old WCW tag team title match between Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, the outsiders, versus not those outsiders either. I give up. Who are you talking about? Oh, Outsiders Pizza Company! I get it. Stay tuned for Pizza Night. Never fear, Pizza Night is once again here for this Frozen Friday on a hot Friday the 13th, 2018. Watch out for Jason. And I am here on Pizza Night once again, my friends, this time to try a brand new pizza that I just happened to see while I was at Harris Teeter this week. It's called Outsiders Pizza Company. Damn good, it says. It actually has curse words on the box. Detroit style pizza, barbecue recipe, pulled pork and bacon, smoky sweet barbecue sauce, pulled pork, diced ham, applewood smoked bacon, green onions, white cheddar, Wisconsin brick cheese, and a thick pillowy crust. And ladies and gentlemen, I picked this up at the Harris Teeter. Funny thing is, when I checked their website, it says that it's only available in the Columbus, Ohio, and Cleveland areas at Kroger and one other local grocer. Harris Teeter's part of Kroger, so maybe that's how they got a hold of these things. But anyway, they specialize in Detroit and Milwaukee style pizza. And there's a lot of verbiage on here that I will let you pause and read if you want to. There it is. Alright, and then some more over here. Detroit, city of caramelized cheese round the outside. And there, you can pause and read all of that as well. They want us to preheat the oven to 400. That's what I'm doing right now. Remove the pizza from the wrap. And ladies and gentlemen, we will not have a repeat of last week because we're keeping this bad boy in this tray. And ladies and gentlemen, place pizza on center rack. Bake pizza for 24 to 27 minutes. And if you want a crispier crust, cook the full 27 minutes. Let me go ahead and pull this sleeve off of here so you can get a little bit of a better look at this bad boy. Alright, and there we go. You can see lots and lots of ham on there. Ham cubes galore, Scott Steiner. And ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of, not a lot of pulled pork, but you see large chunks of pulled pork to and fro. Bacon's in there too. See lots of cheese. Green onions are involved. This thing's got a lot going on, guys. I'm going to bust it out of this plastic. I'm going to put it in the oven. I'm going to put it in my mouth when I get back on Pizza Night. Alright, this thing is out of the oven. Let's take a look at it. You might say it looks a little dark, but actually I think it looks just about right. It went 24 minutes. I went 12 minutes, spun it around, 12 minutes more. Got some caramelization on the cheese there, definitely along the edges of that crust. And then the meat looks definitely done. And if you look really closely at the cheese, you'll see there may be a little browning here and there, but not significant. Everything else looks a-okay. Let me go ahead and look underneath if we can. Yep, looks pretty good underneath there. It's a heavy pizza, guys. Alright, guys, let me go ahead and slice a couple pieces out of this thing and show it to you like a 420 slice. Alright, I've sliced it into 8 fairly equal sized pieces. Let me go ahead and show you this one because it actually has a piece of the pulled pork on there. So there's not a lot of large clumps. This thing is very, very hot, so I'll only be holding it for a second. But look how thick that crust is, guys. Hallelujah, that looks pretty good. Alright, I'll be right back right after this to put it in my mouth, let you know what I think about it, and give you a rating on Pizza Night. Alright, guys, this bad boy's out of the oven, on the table, on my big green cutting board here, and I'm going to go ahead and yank up that 420 slice, so to speak. Not really a 420 on a square pie now, is it? But looks pretty darn good. Let's show it to you next to my noggin the way I always do. And this thing's loaded, man. Everything left in and nothing left out as far as I can tell. Let me go ahead and take a bite of it and let you know how good it is and if it's worth the price tag, which is $9.99. Alright gang, a lot going on with that pizza, I'll tell you, and in terms of the amount of food that you get for the dollar, I think it might be worth the price, but here are some things that I have to say about this. We're going to build it from the bottom to the top the way we always do. This crust is good, it's got a good flavor, it's nice and pillowy on the inside and crunchy on the outside layer, especially down there on the bottom side. Let me show you that bottom side again. Slightly dark, so I don't know, maybe I should have taken it out a minute or two earlier, but not really. It looks pretty darn good to me. The thing is, it's just a scant bit dry. A lot of pizzas that I've had of this nature are over greasy. This one certainly is not, but it could use just a little bit of the grease from some of those other pizzas on the bottom of this crust to make it less dry. Outside of that, the crust is pretty darn good. The barbecue sauce is very sticky and very sweet and almost has a fruity note to it. Like maybe there's some raisins in there or something like that. I'm not really sure, but it definitely is sticky and almost like a glaze. But it's tasty. The cheese, I couldn't tell you that there's two different types of cheeses on here, and there's not a whole ton of cheese on here either, or at least it doesn't stand out like there's a lot. It's not real stretchy or anything, but it's a nice mild flavor, not really any sharpness going on, but it's a good pizza cheese, I can say, overall. Excuse any noises you may hear coming from the outside. It's super hot here today, and I've got some of the windows open, so you might hear some environmental sounds such as that horn. Anyway, also you got all the different meat toppings. There's not enough pulled pork on here, in my opinion. There's little tiny shreds here and there that you don't notice just by looking at it, but I'd like to see a few more clumps, maybe not even as big as that one, or maybe I'm supposed to pick it apart and spread it around before I cooked it. I don't really know, but it's flavorful. It's really nice. It does not have the barbecue sauce itself on the pork. It's just laying on top of the barbecue sauce and the cheese. But it's tasty. The ham is probably the most noticeable meat on this product, and it's very, you know, kind of spongy, and it's got a chew to it, a little bit salty, but that ham is supposed to. It's cured, right? Or at least I think it is. And then you've got the bacon, and the bacon is really, really tasty too. I would say overall, I'm going to give this pizza, oh, and I didn't mention the caramelization on the outside. That's very good. That's the way it's supposed to be. Overall, pizza's pretty darn good. I'd lower the price to about $7.99, $8.49 or something like that, and then you might see me buying it more often given the proper circumstances. But at the price that it is, it's going to be a special treat only when I can afford it. And I want to try the other ones that they had, because apparently they make both Detroit and Milwaukee style pizzas. The Harris Teeter that I went to only had the Detroit style. They had three different types. They had the 3 cheese, they had this one, and they had a Genoa salami and cheese, brick cheese I think it was. And yeah, I want to try that salami one a lot. But overall, pretty good experiment, and I hope I see the Milwaukee ones around here sometime soon. Apparently they have a thin buttery crust. But we'll see if they show up in Harris Teeter or somewhere else around here in the near future. I'm going to go ahead and give this pizza a 3/4 thumbs up. It's pretty darn good. It's in the top tier of your frozen pizzas, up there with your Screamin' Sicilian and a few other of the top tier brands. But this particular one, you know, I prefer my pizzas with tomato sauce and pepperoni and stuff like that anyway, so maybe that's what's going on here. But I'm giving it 3/4 thumbs up, which is a pretty darn good rating here from the Snack Society, guys. So go ahead and run out, and if you can find this at your Kroger, or if you're in Cleveland, I forget, there's another store, it's on the floor, that you can get it. But otherwise, yeah, Columbus, Ohio, Kroger, and here in the Northern Virginia area, Harris Teeter, particularly the one down on Duke Street in Fox Chase, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks, everybody, for participating in the comments down below. Also, check us out on Facebook with hundreds of the coolest people in the world in our group, almost 1,000. You should be too. And ladies and gentlemen, thanks to everybody supporting us on Patreon. It's coming off to a pretty good start. Got a couple more names to drop. James Cavallo, thank you very much. And then also, ladies and gentlemen, Tim Kirby and Kyle Archibald. I didn't get to mention these guys last week, but thank you very much for your help, and there's your shout out. And you'll be seeing your other rewards sometime in the next couple of weeks, probably at the beginning of May. And ladies and gentlemen, you can support us on Patreon by clicking on the link in the description down below as well. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm on Twitter at Brandon Reich SAS. And then you use the hashtag SnackSociety all day, every day. And then you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And then. In the meantime, in between time, we'll see you next time. No and then. Bye-bye.